Well, it's the nighttime, so let me see what's going on in the news. We got Suns old Chris Paul Wizard tweet goes viral after Bradley Beal trade. Apparently, Chris Paul and Bradley Beal are traded for each other. This is a trade that I hope that's right from my standpoint. I hope I'm not saying that somebody got traded for the other one, but that's the way I believe from what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing Chris Paul in the Wizards jersey, granted photoshopped. Well, good luck to those gentlemen. Rising MMA star Chris Laconi in ICU after cardiac arrest. Family say he's in his biggest fight yet. Yeah, I bet. That's a serious matter. Hopefully, he has a speedy recovery. The Mexican on Netflix, there's a Mexican drama series that is top 2 in the world wide on the platform right now. Let's see what else we got going on. Guilty man who wore offensive Hillsborough top to FA Cup final smirks at court. Julius Erving snubs Michael Jordan and LeBron James on his NBA Mount Rushmore. NBA fans calling for Adam Silver to veto Bradley Beal trade. I don't think it's possible. Return civil rights leader says Juneteenth shouldn't be jubilant. Now, for the sake of being whatever, I don't understand why it wouldn't be jubilant. Granted, I don't know the exact definition of jubilant, but I catch the gist of it being a joyous occasion. At least jubilant sounds that way. And we also had, I don't know who's the civil rights leader who made that statement, but he's free to believe whatever he wants, and people are free to celebrate things the way that they see fit. In my opinion, a lot of people always want to tell somebody else what they should or shouldn't do, which is ridiculous. It's like, dude, especially in America. America is supposed to be the land of the free. Some people, they like to eat at home on Christmas or Thanksgiving. Some people like to go out and eat at restaurants on Christmas or Thanksgiving. Regardless, to each their own. We got Candace Owens, whoever this lady is. She mocks the Juneteenth holiday. Now, me personally, even if I don't understand something or don't get it or don't agree with something, I'm not gonna mock something that somebody holds dear to their heart. But it's a free country. It's freedom of speech, freedom of whatever. And my opinion is, as long as you're not hurting nobody physically, then live your life to the fullest. Now, there's all these gray areas like people say, oh, what he said hurt me. I think you need to toughen up a little bit, because words are just words. But I get it. Nowadays you got this internet hazing and, all this and all that makes people feel some kind of way. But, I feel like sometimes it takes things too far while people being offended by people's opinions. Remember, opinions aren't facts. And the only thing that makes people's opinions valid is people who give the opinions that they don't agree with fuel or give them fire. So apparently we're like coming up on hurricane season or in the thick of it, which it was saying something about Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico is always in the line of hurricanes, which I don't really get. I don't get people living in the line of hurricanes. I get it. Some people have no choice, But if I can't help it, and I live somewhere where it's gonna be hurricanes all the time, I'm make sure I got enough money to get out of Dodge before a hurricane hits, God willing. Sometimes you can't help what people do, or definitely like Mother Nature. You can't help that. It is what it is. So let me go into my Grammarly real quick and just read some of it. Let's see. Alright, so on the title of which, because I've been working on this outline for Regals and Schmeagles. Alright, for those y'all don't know what Regals are, royalty, and then Schmeagles from the Lord of the Rings. That's something that I've toyed with using. Now, one of the chapters in the outline that I'm working on, which I have no idea what this is going to be when it's all said and done, it's a work in progress, is Ain't That a Witch? Alright, now, a witch, by definition, is a person thought to have magic powers, especially evil ones. Popular, depicted as women wearing a black cloak and pointed hat and flying on a broomstick. Alright. Now another definition of a witch is an ugly or unpleasant woman. Basically a derogatory label. Now, in my opinion, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and some people will argue with me on that. But my thing is this right here. Like, you got a whole lot of people running around thinking that they're cute, pretty, beautiful, but their insides are rotten. And to me, that's not a beautiful person, But that's my opinion on the matter. My opinion is that beauty comes from within. And on the outside, it's just whatever, because, somebody might think somebody's beautiful, and somebody might think that they're average. It's no different than people liking little booties or big booties. It's no difference. It's all about a matter of opinion. Now I go into my thoughts or ideas, and you have to be careful who you associate with in life, considering certain quotes like birds of a feather flock together, which also holds true in the court of law, like being guilty by association. Now, there was a point in time when they would not only hunt so-called witches, but they would also burn them at the stake. Now, what's truly crazy is the fact that when things are first invented, there's a group of people willing and ready to label it as witchcraft at some point in time of some sort. Nowadays, people understand science more, and fewer accusations are brought up, except for those people who believe in voodoo. Now, some people believe in miracles that can't be explained, but can be ascertained. Now, whatever you believe, just know that there's more to life than what you can see. Don't be so quick to label anything that you didn't have a hand in. You have people who spend years perfecting parlor tricks that can be explained, but to the naked eye, looks like a magical campaign. Then you have something called black girl magic, alright, which I'm still a little confused about, probably because I'm not a black girl, but I feel it's just another saying created to make black women feel better about themselves, alright, which is a complicated matter in my opinion. Now, and why it's complicated to me is why, in my opinion, from the experiences that I have, why do black women have self-esteem issues that they have to create slogans to uplift them? All right. Now, in my opinion, black women have been one of the most sought after women on earth since the beginning of time. In America, black women were accepted before black men. And in corporate America, America, period. If I remember correctly, even during slavery times, there were a whole lot of biracial kids running around because of the desire of the plantation owners, slave owners, and traders wanting to have a dark-skinned beauty laying next to them. Now, regardless of what you look like, if your soul is rotten, then your outer appearance will be the same too. Anybody who knows anything will agree with me on this. Looks are overrated, but the beauty business is $1 billion industry. No, ain't that a witch? Now, with all that being said, there's issues in a black community, right? And I use the term the black loosely just because, people they can be like, there's Mexican people, and when I mean Mexican people, I mean people from Mexico. There's people from different countries who have dark skin, darker than mine, or as dark as mine, or as dark as any other quote unquote black person, but they wouldn't be considered to be black, which I feel like black is an American term anyway, with that being said. But the point that I'm trying to get is that I've never heard in my circles, all right, and I can only go off of my experiences in life, there's more women that I've come across that have the whole skin tone complex, all right, and I don't understand where that comes from. I don't. And I'm not taking shots at nobody. I'm just making a point that black women are beautiful women. Dark skinned women, it doesn't matter. If your soul is beautiful, then you're beautiful at the end of the day, no matter what you look like, no matter where you fall on the color spectrum, but so my intent in actually speaking on this is only to help, never to harm. And with that being said, I've never heard of a dark skinned man complaining about not getting attention. If anything, the dark skinned man is getting a lot of attention, in my opinion. Any dark skinned guy that I've ever came across, that had a great personality or whatever, he never had a shortage of women wanting to date him. But on the flip side, what you tell yourself and what people feel is what creates your reality.